Hi, this is Satirs from ProBloggingSchool.com, and this is part 60 of our 101 blogging tips video series. And the title of today's video is coming up with money ideas or money making ideas for making money in your online business. I just want to basically talk about, it's very important if you don't already, if you're not using some kind of system and you're not following some step-by-step formulas like the ones that we teach, okay? If you're not doing that, right, and you're starting up a blog by yourself, or you're, just looking to get started online and make some money and you haven't actually made any money, it's very important to look for ideas and different ways to obviously make money online. And one thing which I find is very good is, actually there's a few different things that I can talk about that are very good, and it's a great way to come up with money making ideas. Before I talk about that, I'm just going to tell you just a very quick story, and that is the first 2 times that I actually made a large amount of money from products or services. Basically, I just had like a brainwave, an idea, right? And it's hard to describe, but I just had a feeling. I thought of something and I just had a feeling, it just clicked, and I thought, this is going to make money. I just felt it, right? And those 2 things that I had the feeling about, there was 3 things in the very start that I had a feeling about, and all of those went on to make a lot of money online, okay? One was a Twitter software, and another one was a book, which I went on to sell about £9,000 worth of. Another thing was, what was the other one? It's just gone out of my head there. There was a third one, but it's just gone out of my head. But basically, they started off as a idea. I was just looking through stuff, thinking about ideas, coming up with an idea for something and looking for ideas, and just saw something and it clicked, and instantly I knew what I was going to do. So it's very important to look for, different money making ideas. I'll give you an example of some of the things you can look at, right? When it comes to blogging, marketing online, as well as having low-end products to get people in to start buying your stuff, it's also important to have higher-end products. If you want to make a large amount of money with less effort, you want to have, higher-end and higher-priced products. So one of the places that might not sound like a good place to look, but actually is very, very good, and there's a lot of really creative ideas for making money on it, is if you go to Fiverr.com. If you go to Fiverr.com, you'll see there's people making money selling all kinds of different ideas, videos, services, products, in all so many different ways, and delivering them in so many different ways, right? So many different ways. And if you just sit and you go through the categories in Fiverr, go through the different categories and look at the ideas, look at the things that people are selling and getting money from, it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Another way you can get money making ideas is to just go and sign up to the top marketers' mailing lists and see what they're selling. See the stuff that they're selling, see how they're selling it, seeing what they're doing, what they're creating, what courses they're creating and stuff like that. And if you go and you follow those things, you can come up with your own ideas, you can come up with your own variation on that, or you can come up with a new place to sell it. you know, it's not always about even coming up with a product or the idea. It's sometimes about taking it to a different market, you know. Like, for example, I took a book at one stage. It was years ago when I first started marketing the internet. And I took this book and I found this book, and I knew Amazon was one of the biggest sellers of books. So I went to Amazon and I checked Amazon, and there was one other person selling it, you know, on Amazon. And I was like, bingo, you know, bingo. And they were selling it for like an exorbitant price, right? So I was like, bingo. Yeah, I saw that. And instantly, that was it. So instantly, I went, signed up for an affiliate program to sell that book to get 50% commissions, listed it on Amazon, and I sold so many of those books. It was the right book at the right time. You know, there was a craze on for the thing in particular, and basically, you know, thousands, £9,000 or something worth of books. You know, so I mean, wasn't too bad. You know, 50% profit, and in the beginning I was actually selling them £10 more than what they cost from the original supplier, but the original supplier wouldn't have been able to sell them because obviously he was just using the website, so it'd be harder for him to sell them, whereas, you know, people are all looking on Amazon. So it's just one brainwave like that. You know, you can take one product that doesn't sell somewhere. You know, you could take a product that doesn't sell on your website that you have, and you could go and sell it on eBay and maybe, you know, make a fortune, or you could go and sell it on Amazon and make money, or you could take something from Amazon, you know, that you can buy for a pound, you know, and sell it on another website for £5. You could go and get a service that's being sold in Fiverr for £10, and you could do the same service and charge people, you know, £50, because there's maybe companies that charge £200, and if you did them the same service for £50, they would feel they were getting an absolute bargain. So you know, there's all sorts of things like that. I watched a video recently, and it was this woman interviewed a guy, and what he was doing is he was outsourcing stuff in Fiverr. He had outsourcers for everything, and what he did was he got them to do four or five services, and he basically paid a fiver for each service, and then he was charging a company, like, you know, a company in London, maybe £1,000, you know, for a website and SEO and this and that and the other, for all these other things. He was saying, we'll do it for £1,000, and other companies are charging 3 or 5, so we'll do it for £1,000. And then he was going Fiverr, and, you know, they were making the website, designing the website, doing the backlinking, doing the articles, doing the stuff, and he was getting it done for next to nothing. You know, so there's so many different ways to create money online. Or, you know, if you want, you can just basically, what I find myself is I find a really good system, which actually makes me more money than any of the other ideas I've had, you know, nearly put together online. So, I mean, I use it now, and, you know, I do well out of it. But, you know, there's so many different ideas, so many, you know, perspectives you can come from and things you can think of. And obviously, you know, some things you're going to think of aren't going to work, or there's going to be no traffic, or there's going to be, you know, different things that you'll find in that niche. And sometimes you just need to move it to another market, or sometimes it's just the wrong thing, you know, and you just need to try more things. You might have to try 10 products to get 3 that sell and 1 that goes crazy, you know. So you need to keep looking and getting ideas and stuff for that as well. Otherwise, you can go find a system that works, learn it, do the trainings, you know, follow the trainings, and do stuff that's already working. That's another thing as well. I mean, that's what I would recommend to someone starting out now. But if you're starting out and you don't want a particular system, you know, look around for really good ideas, because it just takes a few good ideas. Just implement it, and that's where the money is. So hope you find that useful, find it interesting. If you haven't already, if you'd like to click the subscribe button below, you can subscribe to my videos, and you get the next 101 blogging tips video as it comes in. And I would appreciate if you could put your comments in below as well. That'd be great. And click the like button too if you find this useful. And also, if you want to find out more about me and my business, what I do, if you would like to click the link below, and you will be able to find out more about that. And if you're not on my YouTube channel and you're actually already on my website and you want to find out more about what I do, then just click the button or the link below and you'll be able to find out more about what I do. So that's it for me today. Until tomorrow, I'll talk to you again soon.